Hey there, hungry people. Today we are going to make some loaded mac and cheese. It's very easy. First thing you want to do is boil some water. If you can stir it and the boiling goes away, it is not ready yet. When it is ready, you dump your pasta in there. And of course, you want to add a little bit of salt for your intentions to supercharge absolutely everything. Cheese is a really grounding ingredient, so I absolutely love using it in kitchen magic, and I hope you guys like this recipe because it's absolutely delicious. When your noodles are done, you just want to drain the water, of course, and then set them aside, because in order to make less dishes for myself, since I'm a wash by hands kind of girl, I like to make the sauce in the same pan. And also the pan already being hot makes it really easy for the butter to melt down, so you can make that roux. While you're working on the sauce, you can pop the chicken into the air fryer, because I don't have the time to make that from scratch. If you do, go ahead, you do you, but I don't. So anyway, however many tablespoons you put in a butter, you will add the same amount of flour. And then go ahead and get that a lovely, delicious looking, don't eat it, actually, it's probably disgusting, but that texture looks nice. And then you go ahead and you add the mustard seed, so that way the flour doesn't taste like flour, you know, it helps. And then whatever number you chose for your tablespoons of butter and flour, my husband in the background, you're going to want to add the same amount of milk and cheese, but in cups, not tablespoons, of course. And so you just dump that in there, make it a little, you know, flourished. More than just butter and flour, there's actually like a sauce happening now. It's very nice, very nice. And yes, I spilled the milk, and no, I didn't cry about it. I just complained slightly. So, you know, I have that going for me. At least I didn't cry. Can't say that about much this year. I dropped the phone a lot while making this, by the way. So the fact that we have this video at all, it's a blessing. But then, yeah, after your milk and flour are combined, there I go, dropping the phone again, you add in the cheese. I did 4 for this, so it was 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 tablespoons of flour, and then 4 cups of milk and 4 cups of cheese. When it comes to the herbs and seasonings, just measure that with your heart. Everybody's got a different taste preference, so I won't give you measurements for that. I want you to have fun and learn how you like it. Now, technically, I messed up when I made this, but it still turned out. You're supposed to whisk in everything before you add the cheese. I guess I was just really hungry and ready to add the cheese, so I whisked it afterwards, which did make it a little bit more complicated, but it didn't necessarily mess it up like I thought it would. So I'm glad I didn't just give up, because I almost did. So, you know, here's to continuing to try even though we made mistakes, because it still turned out delicious. So then I added in all the seasonings, and as you can see, it looks a little weird. And when I was mixing it right here, I realized, oh shit, I was supposed to whisk the milk so it got to the right temperature and frothy thickness before I added in the cheese. But oh well, I just decided to whisk it after, like this. And you want it to get to the point to where it drips off. It doesn't just come right off, it has a slow drip, and you'll see what I mean when you see the spatula in like 2 seconds. That's the texture you want, right here. That, yes, good. My husband coughing in the background. Make sure it looks like that. And then you mix your noodles in with the cheese and get it all combined. And then if your kids are picky like mine, you just serve the mac and cheese and the chicken separate. But if you like a casserole, like I do, you put it all in a separate pan. And then you top it with delicious bacon bits. Again, you can make those from scratch if you want to. I didn't do that because I'm lazy. I just used real bacon bits from the store, and it works. It's delicious. And I just pop that on there. And then I go and I add the chicken from the air fryer, and I pop that on too. And then it all goes into the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, just so you know it's nice, I guess. I don't really know the reason. I'm not a cook. I'm just a mom, and I hope you like this recipe. I hope you try it with your family, and let me know if you add anything different to make it loaded for you, like green onions maybe. I really don't like those, but maybe you do, and that adds to it for you, and that's awesome. I hope you enjoy, and make sure that you're eating every day, okay? Food is important. It's fuel. I love you. Bye. Enjoy. Look at that delicious shot.